start the show.
Hit the ground running, hit the ground running. Hit the ground running, hit the ground running.
Yeah, now bring the action.
Ooh, ooh.
Come on. Now.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Now.
Give it to me, give it to me. To heal, shout.
Bring the action. Yeah.
Just waiting for, get on the court to see you jump in.
And it's time to talk handball, everybody, once again. And now live from Budapest, from the EHF Final 4 on the women's side. I couldn't be more excited. We have 4 teams from 4 countries. It couldn't be better for a Final 4. But we have 4 hosts from 3 countries. So let's start with our fellow German here, Miss Germany, if you want to put it like that. 243 games for her. Anja Althaus, how are you?
I'm so excited, I'm happy, and how I can be better. I mean, I'm in the best company, huh?
I was a little afraid that we almost lost you to the Hungarian television, but you made it back on time.
Yes, I made it back. It just got pulled away, but you know, like, I think this is the crazy thing on Hungary. Like, I stopped in 2018, and still, like, when the fans are seeing me, like, you can just see how big heart they have for their former players even, and I'm not even a Hungarian. So I think it's just incredible how they still want to have me inside in the TV, and also the fans like coming making pictures and they love to kiss a lot, so which is like
Okay, well, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
Let's at first get the boys in because he is a true legend on the beach, but of course he is a legend on the EHF live streams as well. Martin Billström, how were the travels?
The travels was good, you know. I had a direct flight, so I'm not complaining at all, and so far so good. And as Anja said, we are in a good company, and we also got the last man, the big man, joining us. So yeah, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to it, because when I entered the arena, I was like getting the feeling about, okay, now it's time. So I can only imagine for the players how it is feeling when I get the feeling. So.
Yeah, well, and what's there left to say about this man? I mean, he has won it all. He is Mr. International. Let's not talk him too much into the sky. Let's just say, amongst the 4 of us, we have 6 Champions League titles. We'll just put it like that. And then we'll introduce him right here. Victor Thomas, how are you? You just arrived.
I'm good, yes. I just arrived. I came directly from Paris. I was in the farewell of Nikola Karabatic yesterday. And I'm excited, super excited to be here again, because this is an event that I really like to attend. And really expecting to see the best of the best. You know, there is nothing better than this in women handball. So yeah, looking forward to the start of the games.
And we're having you guys in the chat in as well. That one over there. We have you guys in the chat in as well. And the games won't be on here. You guys have to join EHF TV to watch it, or the local broadcaster in your country. But we'll have a focus at what's happening here, because we are lucky enough to be standing in the gear corner. The guys that are here with the most people already. Anja, how crazy are Hungarian fans over handball?
Yeah, I don't know if I can find the word, but they have like really, they love it too much. Like I live in Macedonia. They are also very crazy about handball, but
They are.
Hungarians like also there's like very, very special. Like they really bond with you. Like, and also when I was playing in Gör, it was like, I don't know, I felt like every day, like when they see you, they just want to hug you, and they just feel everything with you. If you are sad, they are sad. If you are happy, you are happy. And but they are very loyal fans.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think it's people that they feel they are part of the club.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
You know, because also in men's handball, I could feel the Besprem crowd in Besprem or in Szeged, and in these small places,
Yes.
you know, they feel they are part of the club, and they feel that the club is themselves.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. They are really like thinking this is they are all together in this. Like even the town is very small, and it's like really like this. We stay all together, and you can really feel as you go to the town, like the same in Veszprém, that everybody is part of the club.
Yeah. 100%. And the club is warming up in the background already because the match is about to start in like 50 minutes. And the reason why Gjør is here is the reason why we are finding new champions today. Because if we're looking at it, 2021, Vipers. 2022, Vipers. 2023, Vipers. 2024, Vipers lost the quarterfinal to Gjør. Martin, who's going to be the champion?
Well, I predicted Mets before the season, so I have to stick with my prediction, and I'm going to stay loyal to Mets. It would be weird anything else. I made a different power ranking, but you know, the power ranking is one thing, and I believe that Mets is going to take it.
And I mean, that is a good timing for us to maybe have a look at all of our predictions, because we did have them. Maybe let's see whether the directors have them ready. But yeah, we are going to have a look at who's going to be the top scorer of the weekend, who's going to be the MVP of the weekend, and who's going to be champion. And Victor, you already predicted all of these three things in our very first podcast episode. Do you remember?
I think I said champion CSM Bucuresti.
Yeah, you did.
I think I said top scorer Nora Mörk.
You did?
And MVP I said Oftedal.
Hey, you still remember.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and I'm almost in my 40s, you know. So,
Fair enough, but I mean, we can have a look at what the other guys predicted, not ahead of the season, but our predictions just for today. Three of us have Gjør here, only Martin swims against us.
Yeah, well, I even believe that Esbjerg is going to win today against Gjør, so it's going to be funny when I'm standing here and all of you already lost the bet. So let's see later on today if I'm right or you. I know if you guys going to win this one, how much you're going to. Can you say trash talking me? But
of course.
Yeah.
But we can also imagine how the other way will be.
Oh,
my goodness.
a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. But chat, you give us your predictions as well. We are reading them here in the chat. So just come on in and tell us who's going to be your champion. We see a lot of Stine Oftedal as the MVP from you guys.
This choice, I think it hasn't been the best season of Stine so far. But this choice for me, I think it's because she deserves it. I think she's the best, and she has been the best for so long. And I really think this would be a suitable ending for her.
Yeah.
I just want that to happen, you know, because I think she deserves it.
I'm totally with you. Like I also say, like for me, Stine, it's like it's her last big event, and yeah, I think if she will be like the motor of the team also for sure, and I think the choice will be logical to make it to her, and I will really wish for her to make it, because she had such an amazing career, and she totally deserves it.
You go against it.
Well, obviously, if you can look at all the predictions, we all took a player from the winners, which mostly makes sense that whoever wins it, they also have the MVP. So since I went with Mets, and I think Christina Jørgensen is, if she's not combined with assists and goals on the number one, then she's definitely up there. And I think, yeah, it could also be if line player Sara Bukchit, who was, you know, Mets' top scorer, and also Sako in goal, I think, has been unbelievable. But Christina Jørgensen and the connection with Bukchit, I think, has been really good throughout the season. And if I predict Mets as the winner, then I also felt like I had to take a player from Mets as MVP, and I went with Christina Jørgensen.
I'm going for the great one. I'm going for the Gross one. So Anna Gross is going to have an unbelievable weekend here, because if we're looking at the Gjør team, we said it yesterday already, it is almost unbelievable how many of those world-class players don't have a Champions League title yet. And Anna Gross is one of them, and I think she couldn't be burning more to take that one home in her last season for Gjør. She is going to go back to Krim and well, let's not talk about a career end here, but she is going to go back home and continue to play there. And yesterday I said the chances won't get too much bigger than this, than Gjør here.
For sure. And knowing Anna, she will be on fire for sure. The only question what we also had before, like the discussions, like how much she will play, because like after her injury and also in the last matches she didn't play so much. I really would wish for her the best, because she also totally deserves it to get this title, and also to get it now, and I know how much she wants this. I'm just really don't know like how much she maybe totally surprised. She's ready and she will play a lot, but in the last matches she was not so much inside, so getting interesting to see.
And if you guys are watching on EHFCL, then it's time for you to switch over to Home of Handball, because this is where the action will continue for us on EHFCL. We are going to go offline now, but Home of Handball, you can join us over there. So come on over and yeah, let's do the analysis to the end. Can we see the graphics again? So we didn't talk about the top scorer yet. I am keen to see what you guys predicted on that. I don't have it in mind.
I can tell you what I predicted.
Go ahead.
I went with Sara Buktit. I think she started the competition just amazing. She was number 1 for some weeks. And as Martin said, you know, this game with Kristina Jorgensen, this duo, it was very useful for the Mets team during the whole season. And it's always a key position, you know. She can tell that the line player is a key position, and if she is playing well this weekend, I'm sure that they will be in the final, and that's my prediction.
But
yeah,
you
true,
know, like I
true
was
expert
actually
tip here, just to see here. You're not the only one who predicted Buktit on the number 1. What do you want to say to that?
But for example, I had like when Bengt asked me, I was like, oh my goodness, how to decide? Because like I have actually also her, but then also Henny and Ksenia. So I choose in the end Ksenia. But I was like thinking, okay, as a line player, and especially in just 2 matches, like maybe you will not make this goals which you're making in the whole season, you know, like, and also because she played this amazing season, so the focus will be also a lot on her. So that's why I was like in the end going with the back player, which is kind of sometimes more easier to score, because I know on the pivot, if you're having no space, you don't have space, you know, if you're having focus on this. So that's why in the end, plus I know I voted for Gör, but in this case I also have to support the German, and that's why I just was like going for Ksenia.
And you go for the boring take.
Oh, well, I thought of it. Well, I don't think it's boring. The boring one would be the one who's shooting 7 meter on all the penalties, because then you're giving all the easy goals. That could also be a Nora Mørk. I predicted Henny Rice that before the season, and it would be weird to change it since she's here. So I'm sticking with my prediction. The only one I changed is my MVP, because the one that I predicted before the season as the MVP, she is not here.
Yeah.
So I had to change that one. Otherwise, I'm sticking, because I was so good before the season that I predicted pretty good. So far, so good, right?
Fair enough.
No, but Henny could be one of them. It could be.
You are telling that to yourself?
Yeah. I have to confirm it myself.
Okay.
You know.
At least there's someone believing in him. So why not? Why not? Yeah, let's close down the predictions here with our predictions from the very first podcast episode. We have yours already. You predicted Mets as the winner, Kristina Neago as the MVP. Not gonna happen. And Henny Reistad as the top scorer. I went all in on Esbjerg, so predicted Esbjerg as the winner, Nora Mørk as top scorer, and Henny Reistad as the MVP. No, other way around. Nora Mørk
Which
MVP.
is super funny, because you said Gør is winning against Esbjerg. So
you're
Nora Mørk, she's going to play the bronze medal match and get the MVP.
You know that.
And Esbjerg is going to win by playing the bronze medal. I don't get okay.
You
but
know what
tell
you
me.
call that?
You're
Insurance.
Yeah,
So
insurance, okay.
You're the best.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
the best.
Esbjerg will lose, but they will win.
Yes.
You know?
He's
But
basically
he's
saving,
secure for everything. no?
Yes.
he's basically saving his ass.
Exactly. That's what
That's
he's
the
doing.
way. That's the way. And you guys are showing us around in the arena, I would
Yes.
say. So
Okay.
you are grabbing 2 microphones here, and our mobile reporter, our mobile cameraman, and are
See you
walking
later.
around and giving us some impressions, and that's where we can use it to introduce a great guest here, the voice of
Oh my
EHF. This is the voice of Chris O'Reilly. Nice to see you, buddy.
These substitutions are terrible. What?
Good, everything is good. Yeah. What about you?
I'm
I
hearing
think-
you
yeah.
very quiet, actually.
Should I be
Now.
louder?
There we are. There we are. Now you're back. Yeah,
Nice.
go ahead.
Yeah, I just had a chance to speak to the 2 coaches before the game. Both very calm as well. It feels like they know their job is done. 2 fantastic teams to this first game. I'm just excited to get it going.
Yeah, me too. I think this might be an advanced final, maybe, because of both teams were at the beginning of the season like 2 clear favorites. And when the semifinals were drawn and I saw this semifinal, I thought maybe this could be an advanced final, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So those are the teams that many of us are looking at as the favorites, because Gjør, they knocked out the reigning champions. They knocked out Vipers, and Esbjerg, on the other hand, became champions, became cup winners, and are saying goodbye to Jesper Jensen.
Yeah.
What does that do to the team?
I think for both teams, there's a lot of impending departures, and there's a lot on the line for Jesper Jensen. Of course, he's built this fantastic team over the years, but hasn't been able to take the step with them. And you feel it really, like year by year, his attitude towards it is changing, and it's mixed, I think, with a bit of understanding that at the Final Four, nothing is guaranteed, but also the pressure of time is running out in that regard. And for Gjør, the same. I mean, Stine Oftedal bringing an end to her time with the team, with her supposed retirement, and and a bunch of players leaving as well. So I think they've had for them a terrible season. So both have a lot on the line here, and it's crazy that in 2 hours for one of them the dream is going to be over.
It's over
before it begins.
The season is over for one of them. I agree with you that Jesper Jensen, he has done an amazing job with Esbjerg and with Denmark national team, but it's just this tiny little thing missing yet to get the titles, to be the winners. So let's see if it's going to be today, but they will have a very, very difficult job to do, because we know that the arena is going to be supporting mostly Gjør.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we're looking around, a lot of green and white army is around here, and makes you happy as an Irishman, but what does that do to your predictions?
I think Esbjerg know what they're facing. It was even more extreme, and I said it to Jesper off the camera as well. It's like, it's not quite as crazy as it was with FTC last year, because that was so new for them, and that was really intense. Of course, the Gjør fans are going to step it up once the game begins, but it's nothing new for Esbjerg, nothing new for the likes of Nora Mørk, who's been on both sides of it, Henny Reistad. They have all this experience and know-how. They're just relying on them for it to click over 60, maybe 70 minutes. So, I think for Esbjerg, they know what to expect. It's whether they can finally deliver for them.
So, and how are your next 60, maybe 70 minutes, plus 60, maybe 70 minutes are looking?
I mean, if any game is going to go to a shootout, it's this one. It's it's so hard. I mean, both teams are playing two very different styles. They're going to try and control the game and take the style away from the other team, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. And I think maybe Esbjerg, in that sense, have a little bit of an advantage, because they know themselves a little bit better than Gjør, who was in kind of, they've only had a couple of months to work on this. And I think it's finally time for Esbjerg to win a game. Gjør should win it, but I'm leaning towards Esbjerg here.
Okay, so your prediction is Esbjerg.
Prediction is Esbjerg, yeah.
Okay.
All right, interesting. Where are you following it from?
EHFTV.com. Anywhere around the world you don't have a TV deal, you can follow it with me for this game and all 4 games.
And where are you sitting? Where are you located?
Right up here, prime position. Well, no, this is the prime position.
I was just about to say, don't take it away from us.
This is beautiful.
We didn't say anything.
For you guys, it's beautiful.
What an amazing venue.
Really, really
this
nice.
arena, it's amazing.
It's gorgeous.
It's crazy.
And I mean, that is our sign to kick it over to Anja and Martin with the arena here. Let's see whether they are ready already. Yeah, they are getting ready, so that's where we would say, boys and girls, show us around.
So, let's walk around in this amazing arena. So now let's show you how this looks like actually behind the scenes. So just if you turn around, this is the area where we are and where all the TV stations are.
Exactly. This year we have an amazing spot. And directly behind the goal and next to the Gjør fans, which we have a lot of expectations about, normally you experienced it yourself, and they are probably the loudest in here, and also amongst everyone, the one with the most fans.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is already when they came in, they had a great entry, actually, you just can hear them. So we have the Danish TV, we have the Hungarian TV, and now we are walking around, so we have here different corners, even the Gjør fans are mixed, so I guess here's the corner of Bickenheim, but nobody here yet.
They will arrive later, probably.
Yes. Now we just move and we see some very interesting person where we just taken the camera. Hi, Duda. Hi. How are you? Fine, how are you? Great. We are live staging.
Thank you.
this is the great thing. All the big superstars also are coming.
That's the thing about walking and being close to the court. It is like all the superstars, but you know them. You're one of them.
Yes, of
but
course.
yeah, being close to the court and just this amazing arena. You know, I said it earlier. You know, you've seen it on pictures and on TV, but you couldn't imagine before
So,
you're entering.
Wait, we just sneak in here. Let's just see. This is the bench of Gür that we just joined. So we see the buzzer, and now the referee is just talking.
From
and
Norway.
Yeah, from Norway.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, this is like the closest look which you can get actually.
Yeah. This is the best view probably you're gonna get, and well, the players are warming up at the moment. You know, it's so intense. It can define the season for the team, and especially Györ. We spoke about it yesterday, but you know, it's gonna be interesting. Before, when the Gyør fans was making a lot of noise, I was like, okay, they're gonna have an advantage on this one.
Yes.
Even though that I predicted Esbjerg, it's like, can Esbjerg handle the pressure also from the audience? That's something we also have to have in mind.
In this arena, how many places? Like 21,000?
Yeah, I think it's around 20,000 something that can fit in. Last year we had the world record.
Yes, that was
so,
amazing.
So
yeah, we just step on the court here. Let's just step on and just have a shortly look like about the Györ team and how they are warming up, and also like the Esbjerg team. So we see Heindal.
Yeah, Heindal is warming up. She was also playing, you know, the final in the Danish league, and I spoke with her, and she's mentally there, and she's gonna. What she said, it's a benefit for her. She didn't play the last 5 months, so she's full of energy.
Yes.
You know, typical line player. You know yourself, full of energy.
Of course.
So I think we can expect her to enter the court. But what we also see here, it's Mette Tranborg is warming up. She haven't been playing any games so far, but she's warming up. I don't know if she will be playing.
So maybe we can just turn around a little bit and having like Esbjerg like the warming up a little bit inside.
Yeah, they
to
are.
See the players. And
Heindal.
you can see the focus, like how the line players, they're always kind of together. You know, they're having their things. The back players having their things. Now are the shootings. And also when you're watching like to the benches, I think the benches are interesting. The faces of the coaches, like how focused they are, but still observing. So,
and we hear the Esbjerg fans here, but we also have to have in mind this is Jesper Jensen's last season in charge of Esbjerg. So, and I saw an interview with him also. If there's something he really wants, then it's definitely also, you know, having a Final Four where they're not finishing fourth. So this is probably the two teams that are super hungry and for a title. And we're in for a treat. We're in for a battle.
Okay, let's continue. Now we just see here also like the table of the
secretary.
Delegates, secretaries. So so maybe we can say hi to the secretaries. No.
Wait.
So and then we just continue.
Watch out here.
Yes.
There are some small cables
out.
around the arena. But yeah, now we're moving towards the corner of Esbjerg, which is, I would say, it's pretty decent. The amount of people that Esbjerg showed up with so far, and you know, just looking around here, it puts a smile on your face because we're gonna expect a lot on the court. But also, you know, spectators are here for a weekend. Somebody came far away, and you know they're gonna shout and scream and play the drums. So yeah, we have the Esbjerg crowd here, and.
So, but you're there. I played in Denmark. How it's about the Danish mentality for sharing up?
Well, we could be better, but I think for this event in general, and only this event, I think we can expect a lot. But in general, I would say the Danish fans are too quiet, you know, too polite. I would say you're allowed to, if you feel it's unfair, you can whistle a little bit at the opponent, of the referees, but I think so far what we're seeing from the Esbjerg fans, they're all standing up, so they are going to put up a fight also off the court against Gyør. So
it's getting interesting, but it's actually a quite number here, so they are already very loud right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we listening to a special song right now from the...
I think it's the song from Esbjerg. I don't know it myself, but I can hear the lyrics. It's in Danish.
But you know, now we are seeing Edith. She's like the Hungarian, and she make always the atmosphere in the arena, and she's singing with all the fans. She's singing the songs, and she knows all the time in all languages. She knows the songs, so which is incredible.
Well, this one I haven't learned yet. Maybe I should learn it throughout the weekend. But
I think it is not good that you don't know this.
Well, they're just singing Team Esbjerg, and you know. I don't know who made this song, but it seems like everybody in the crowd knows it. Who's wearing red, and Now we're moving to another corner over here. Also the Mets corner, they're playing later, so probably we can expect more Mets people later on here in the arena.
But one thing what we can see all the time when we are walking, it's always green in between.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like green Györ fans everywhere, kind of, even in the corners.
But what I like about, handball fans in general is that put on the color from your team, just come in a boring black like me, but put on a red color if you cheer for Esbjerg. And I think we just got a
told that sign, yes.
We want to
but actually we want to continue because it's so funny, like to talk like this and to...
And we are in charge, so we can choose, but we have to go back to the other guys and see you later.
See you later.
Anja is the perfect one to put in that position. You give her a microphone into the hand and she will cover the next hour. I love it. I love it. She does it amazing. But yeah, as long as they are coming back, we can say goodbye to EHFCL once more. Accidentally, we have been streaming a little more there, but that is no problem. So if you're still looking on EHFCL, move on over to Home of Handball on Instagram or on YouTube. So see you guys over there. But yeah, let's just focus a little more on the match action because with the other guys, I have been talking a little bit, but I actually don't really know about your opinion yet. Esbjerg goes to Budapest for the third time in a row, and they have 4 losses, 4 defeats in their backpack. What does that do to a team? Is that part of the? Is it in your mind somewhere?
Is it definitely? It's hard to take, the memories that you have from this arena and this Final Four, it's all losses, It's hard for the players and it's difficult to change this kind of momentums for the teams. But I think that if somebody can do it, it's them, as we spoke with Chris, that they have a lot of experienced players, a lot of players that they have been in World Championship, European Championship finals. So it's definitely on the mind of them, but maybe they can use it also as a as a boost to get a little bit more power for the game.
And you are talking about the world-class players that they do have in their squad. 2 of them, Nora Merck and Henny Reistad. We are having a little footage of them to put underneath it. But yeah, if it's not for them, who would it be in Esbjerg? What makes Nora Merck and Henny Reistad, especially this season, so strong?
I think these 2 players, only by themselves, they are so strong.
Yeah.
But it's also a player that, in my opinion, well, it's more players, but Breistol is also an important player in this team because when things are stuck sometimes, she's going out and she's shooting from the outside. And of course, Heindal as a captain, as a line player, it's a very, very important player.
I love that scene actually, where that is an assist from Nora Merck to Henny Reistad that suddenly appears on the line. So she just sees some space and just crashes in there.
This particular play, it looks like a very well preparation of the game. They know when there's a switch of positions in the back position. The defense number 3 was going out, so then Henny could go in. But yeah, I think that maybe 2 of the best players in the world right now, they are playing in Esbjerg, and their names are Henny Reistad and Nora Merck.
Yeah, most definitely. And they are putting up some ridiculous numbers. I think it's 182 goals in between the 2 of them. If you would have to put a number in it, how many goals do they score combined this weekend? 50?
No. But combined, maybe I would say 25.
25. Yeah, all right, that is fair. Anja, she's enjoying the atmosphere around here. I cannot blame you for that. But we want to have you in. So yeah, we've just been talking about Nora Merck and Henny Reistad. Is it the most dangerous combination of players that we are seeing this weekend?
I think they're very dangerous, and also I must say that Nora, she really changed her style. Since she had like all the knees problem, and she became also more dangerous, like in the way to playing for the others. And in this moment, when you're thinking that she's not there, she's just like them very dangerous.
Do you think this is because of the knee injuries, or because she is growing up as a player? She's getting older, as we all are, and she just changed a little bit her game style.
But I think it's
Because-
jumping.
because-
Like if you're seeing her, she's not jumping anymore.
Yeah,
like
but
you know,
how many surgeries she had? 9, I think.
9 something. But I think it's really like she
Yeah,
needed
it's
to
insane.
change.
It's
Like
crazy.
and I think
With 9 knee surgeries, big ones.
Yeah.
How many Champions League titles does she have?
Yeah.
6.
6, I think so as well. Yeah.
The numbers,
Yeah.
they're somehow they're not correct, you know,
Yeah.
because with 9
Yeah,
severe injuries on the knee, she has 6 Champions League.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, she's incredible, and I think like she's really the person. If you're standing like for never give up and come back stronger, I think this is like Nora Mørk, you know. So
I just know from the Danish league that she's, you know, the semifinals, she only shot penalties against ECAST and also in the final against Nykøbing. But she's the kind of player that whenever they're in trouble, I know the rest of the players in Esbjerg are also looking at Nora Mørk, you know, to change the game, to be one of the players who's going to decide who's, you know, putting the ball where. And she's also a kind of player that likes to be in charge of the
Yes.
team. And her and Henny Reistad is obviously a great duo. But I said it yesterday also, for a team like Gjør, the biggest challenge is probably to find a good mix of when one player should play and when the other one should play. I'm also excited to see if a player like Bruno De Paula will play the left wing, because then after that doesn't have to change in defense and stuff like that. How is Per gonna mix it up with the team? And but Nora Mørk and Henny Reistad, they've been showing that they are quality players.
Yeah, totally.
This kind of combinations, it's something I never liked it, you know. It makes my eyes bleed if I see Bruno De Paula in the wing.
Oh my God.
For me, but yes, it can happen because of the defense.
Exactly.
Of the tactical.
Tacticals, yes.
Maybe not on the short side where after that it can run out easier, but if you know the left wing is the longer side, then it can be tactical point of view from Per, and we will see. But in general, what I was trying to say is that they have Mingo, Bruno Paula, Veronica, which also yesterday as a guest in the show, she was ready, and as Anja also said, she's a machine. And
But also, like, I think the point what they talked yesterday, sorry, was like that they found now more there's roles. Like when Per arrived, like that everybody is more aware about their roles. You remember when we asking what is the role about Veronica?
Yeah.
Well, she said actually like her role will be more like in the defense.
Yeah.
Which is also like, I mean, she's incredible in attack. You know, like since she come back and she feel more calmer. But on the other hand, like if you really have in this big teams, because this is like also when I have played, you can have the biggest superstars, everything, but not if the roles are not really clear and everything is a little bit chaotic, then it's not function together. Then you can have the biggest names together, but they are not function. So let's see if now this what they really talked about, that everything is more clear, how this will be today.
It's really important for the players to know what the coach is expecting from them.
Yes.
You know, because then you can focus on that, and I think this is really, really important for your team to move as a team, to move as a group, and to perform as good as possible.
Yes.
Let's have another look at another position that we haven't been talking about. We see Anna Christensen against Sandra Toft. Let's have a look at the goalkeepers here. Anna Christensen, 23 years old, already playing her second EHF Final Four. She's still super young, but still already a little bit experience. How nervous is she ahead of those kind of games?
Well, as you said, she's been trying it before, but the thing from last year with Amalie Milling and Anna Christensen, I think that was maybe one of the positions where Esbjerg didn't had the same quality as many of the other positions, but this year I can honestly say from the Danish league, Anna Christensen been unbelievable, and I think also she's pushing towards the Danish national team with Althea Reinhardt and Sandra Toft, and she's been doing that before, but now seriously a contender also to make it in the team. But in general, I would say that the goalkeepers with Solberg and Sandra Toft are definitely the more experienced one, and in terms of, you know, having a top level, I would say if they have the day, then they are the better goalkeepers. But I think Anna Christensen is also a little bit, I wouldn't say underestimated, but she's this season she's been really good.
I think Anna Christensen is a very, very good goalkeeper already, but I think that she still has some room to grow a little bit more, maybe in consistency as a goalkeeper. But I love Silje Solberg, but Sandra Toft, I just love her. You know, her coolness, the way she's on the goal, the way she's celebrating. and she is this kind of goalkeeper that she is getting into the minds of the shooters.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
So
Also very emotional when playing and stuff like that. And we said it earlier with characters.
But sometimes the way she's showing it, sometimes it's a lot of things, you know, but sometimes it's really cool. I really like Sandra Toft.
But I think this can be also very important, like for the defense, like and for the team, like if they really lose it, and she can be like this X factor, which when she have the moment, then she really there's no ball go in, and this can be also like this this miracle moment in when yours need it. And I think there, Esbjerg, yes, she's good, but in the end, like I think the experience, and especially with this pressure here, if you can already handle this, and I think there a goalkeeper needs to have like this experience, but also like the specialty.
And Sandra Toft is this kind of goalkeepers that sometimes she saves balls, and it feels that she didn't want it to do it. Like you know, it's like okay, boom, it's there, it's there.
I would say the dangerous thing for the Esbjerg goalkeeper is that so far the experience they have from the EHF Final4 is a bad experience, you know, from last year losing against FTC, and if they are not getting a good start, then okay, Jesper Jensen can struggle to find, okay, Anna Christensen's probably going to start, but if he puts on Amalie Milling and she's not saving anyone, having any blocks, then it can be a tough one, because as you said, they are the younger ones, and Solberg and Toft are older and more experienced.
Experience is a huge topic here, and we need to put on the other video of Anna Grosse, because she is one that actually has played the big games. What's your read on her situation this weekend?
Well, like I said before, I think knowing her, I played together with her, and I know how much she wants this and how much she's on fire. And of course, she can be also, if she really if she comes inside, and she have one of the strongest shoots for me. And if she's on fire, she can bomb the goal together. So
on one hand side, she's a huge shooter, but on the other side, we do see some assists in this video as well. There is one on the left back position where she just passes it behind her back.
Yes.
She's got such a great vision and is always aware of what's happening on the field. So yeah, if she gets a lot of playing time, I think she will be a huge factor.
I mean, also knowing her, like in the beginning, it was like when we played together in Thüringen, where she struggled with the confidence and everything. But seeing her in the last years, how much she developed and how much she grew, and also now when she's more self-aware and she knows what she can do, and for sure she can be the person here who give the assist to the others, also make the space for Stine in the middle, for example. Like if everything starts in the middle, but if they have some goals from the back, then you need to open also more there, and this can be like a very big plus for the whole team.
Absolutely. And we only have 40 seconds left, so that's why we keep it quick here. Two numbers. Gjør against Esbjerg. Gjør against Esbjerg. Gjør against... Yeah, Esbjerg. What's the score going to be?
The score? Oh my God.
Two numbers, quick.
33-30.
33-30 for Gjør.
32-29.
30-28 for Esbjerg.
I'm going to go for a 37-36 in overtime for Gjør. So let's see what we are getting here. It will be some highlights that we're getting. And that's what we would say, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot watch it in your country, go over to EHF TV, have fun. This will be the blast that we're looking for. It's the advanced final, like Victor Thomas said. It is Gjør against Esbjerg. And that's where we would say we see each other again in between the matches when it's time to talk handball again.